Hi everyone, welcome on board to CATKing. This is Anisha here, and with lots and lots of requests coming from students, I am here with an important video, a step-by-step guide to understand how to fill your NMAT form. People who are watching my video for the first time, so quick introduction. I did my MBA from NMIMS Mumbai 2015. Been training and helping you guys for NMAT, NMIMS, and you have any other doubts or questions, you can drop in the comments. I will take that up for you. This video will help you to understand how to go about filling your NMAT form and break in some myths which have been doing the rounds, because so many students are confused and lost. How to apply for NMAT exam, when to book slots, how to book in slots, and also what about going into the colleges, right? So ensure you watch the entire video, and if you find the video helpful, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well, and stay tuned to the NMAT daily series because we are coming back with it on a student's request. Alright, now let's get started. Before giving the exam, we need to register for the exam. टेक अ डेट. वी आर ऑल इंडियन किड्स. जब तक डेडलाइन नहीं आती है हम कुछ काम नहीं करते हैं, तो जब तक एग्ज़ाम का डेट हाथ में नहीं है पढ़ाई सीरियसली नहीं होती है, राइट? सो लेट्स डू दैट फॉर अस टुडे इटसेल्फ. यू कैन मेक श्योर यू गाइज फिल द फॉर्म. अगर कंफ्यूज हो कहाँ से कौन सी वेबसाइट से फिल करना है, बिकॉज ये भी कन्फ्यूजन है. NMAT का फॉर्म अलग है, NMIMS का फॉर्म अलग है, राइट? सो द NMAT application form is there in your dashboard, also available for CATKing students. How to fill the form, there is also on your comment section description here, link डलवा देंगे ताकि आपके लिए easy हो जाए. Okay, now let's get started and understand how to fill the application form for NMAT exam, right? First thing, you have to go and register yourself on the website. ठीक है? Once you go to the website, you will see something called as this registration form, which sends you a verification email as well also. Ground rules for everybody when you're filling an application form. Despite me shouting it out loud and saying people have done these blunders in CAT, you cannot afford to make mistakes in your application form. This is what goes to your college, right? Your name, email address which you are going to check on a daily basis, खुद का मोबाइल नंबर, पड़ोसी का, मम्मी पापा का, किसी का नहीं चलेगा. Make sure this is very correct, because entire communication, and especially for NMAT and NMIMS, your entire communication is going to happen on your this dashboard login and your email address, nothing else, right? So ensure you put the correct details, okay, and register. Once you register, first thing you will do is, ये simple steps में लिखा है, ठीक है? Create an account, and once you create that account, you will get a mail which says, thank you for registering for NMAT. You have to click, there's a verification link on your email address. Go open that email address, click on the verification complete process. Then you go back to the website, and from the website, you will go and open up the login once again to see how your confirmation email looks like. This is how your confirmation email will look like. You will also have your user ID mentioned in the same. Essentially your user ID is your email address only, but make sure कि आप वो note करके रख रहे हो. एक अच्छी सी neat Excel sheet बना लो where you update all your user IDs and passwords of all the exam forms as well as your college forms, so that you know what you have applied, what you have missed to apply, and you do not have any mishaps happening. There are people who do not know their scores of CAT because वो अपना user ID password भूल गए, right? So हम ये afford नहीं कर सकते हैं. This is your career at stake. ठीक है? Click here पे click करके verification process complete कर लेना. Once you are done with verification, then we will have your login credentials received. We go back to the website, mba.com NMAT website, and now we start filling the MBA application form. ठीक है? So NMAT application form में there are 4 main sections. First, which is your personal information, contact information, education and work experience, and the school preference. So we start with your identity. This is your name, title, gender, date of birth. Very important, date of birth, you cannot go wrong. Category, though category does not matter for colleges like NMIMS, but since it's there in the form, please make sure you select it absolutely correct. Your nationality and your photograph. Photograph, essentially make sure it is at least recent enough or like last 6 months mein, so that people are able to identify you, because this photograph will come on your scorecards, your admit letters. So face to face जब आप जाओगे, there shouldn't be any confusion. ठीक है? So that's the first thing that you need to keep in mind. Fill in your identity information, and then we come to the next. When we talk about identity information, photo ID हो गया, a photograph you uploaded, then we have to upload photo ID and signature ID. Please read which are the options available and then you upload those only. Photo ID मतलब आपका photograph उस पर होना चाहिए. Signature ID मतलब उस पर अपना signature होना चाहिए. I get calls every year from people outside NMAT center. Ma'am, I selected debit card but my debit card doesn't have a signature, or I selected PAN card but my PAN card doesn't have the signature. That cannot be your signature ID then. Any ID proof from the drop down which you have and it has your signature, please select that only. If not, apply, get it done. You have 10 days in hand. 10th October is the deadline. Khatam kar lo. ठीक है? Don't expect any extensions coming in from the college. Usually they used to have पहले ही given कि with late fee क्या deadlines है, dates हैं. ये साल ऐसा कुछ दिया ही नहीं है. So that means कि शायद नहीं होगा extend, right? तो 10th October है, तो 10th तक वेट नहीं करो, 9th तक फिल कर लो, ख़त्म कर दो, बिकॉज लास्ट डे पे हर टेक्निकल वेबसाइट पे क्रैश होता है, पेमेंट हो गया, कंफर्मेशन मेल नहीं आया, कुछ इशू हो जाए, वाई वेस्ट आवर चांस, राइट? सो डू इट वेल इन टाइम. Special needs, for people with disability certificates or PWD, you need to have some special arrangements done at your center, so make sure you provide that information. Okay, then we go ahead and we also have to put in your parents details. तो वो simple सा ही है, उसको अच्छे से कर लेना. Coming to the next is going to be my communication. Like I told you before, communication में email ID, phone number is very important. Same lines, your physical address is important. Usually they do not send any physical communication now. Earlier we used to get our scorecards and admit cards through courier as well also. But correct current address भेजना, जहाँ पे you can collect anything if in case something is resumed from that perspective. Okay, so you put in your complete address, move into the next section, and now we come to our education and experience details. So in education, you will choose highest level of education, whether you have completed or you're appearing. Students who have finished but do not have your final results in hand, then you are coming in appearing category. If you have finished and you have your final results, then you come in the completed category. Undergraduate category mein, you will see all the streams available and you will see your select stream options also there. I know students asked me कि I'm someone who's done BSc in aeronautics, तो वो option नहीं है. BSc की option है. Stream में जाके others select कर लो, ठीक है? So choose the option which is closest to what you are currently pursuing. Worst case, आप जो भी कर रहे हो कुछ भी available नहीं है, then just simple drop in an email to the support helpline and let them assist you. That will help you in every exam and every college form. Whenever in doubt, make sure you clarify it rather than putting something wrong, right? So keep that in mind. Then the graduation, whether it's distance or full-time, graduation status, graduation details based on your passing year, your marking scheme, and the marks obtained. Do not make mistake here. This has to be all subjects, ठीक है? So सारे subjects का डाल दो details. गलतियाँ इसमें बहुत हुई हैं CAT में correction window मिलती है, NMAT में ऐसा कोई correction window नहीं आता है, ठीक है? So make sure you put correct educational information, and then if you have done any post-graduation, so you will put post-graduation or master's degree. It is not mandatory that everybody has done it, right? If you have done, you will write about it. If you have not done any master's, you will not write about it. Then comes your work experience. If you have some work experience, you will select yes. If you do not have work experience, you will select no. If you've done yes, then they will ask you for your work experience details, your duration. Please make sure you need to have documents to validate your work experience. Even if you are from family business or your self-startup or a freelancer, you need to have some document which proves that you are a proprietor or you are working XYZ place. There's something called as appointment letter or offer letter. you should have that. You should have either your work experience certificate, नहीं है तो appointment letter plus recent salary slips helps to justify your work experience. ठीक है? So ensure you put in your details correctly for work experience because काफ़ी colleges में work experience की अभी weightage है, तो यहाँ पे गलती मत करना. पता चला NMAT के फॉर्म में एक्सपीरियंस डालना भूल गया, NMIMS के फॉर्म में जाके फिल किया. It won't match, so it's creating conflict. Don't do that. Okay, diligently fill in details properly, then click and move to the next section. ठीक है? If we have yes, then I told you कि वो आएंगे details, so they will ask you to update designation and time duration. I hope you guys are with me. If you all have any doubts or concerns or your profiles, कुछ भी डाउट्स है कमेंट्स में डालना. I'll make sure I personally look into it because फॉर्म में गलती करना बहुत ही भारी पड़ता है, क्योंकि 2800 रुपये वेस्ट हो जाएंगे और दोबारा भरना पड़ेगा. ठीक है? सो लेट्स नॉट वेस्ट आवर हार्ड अर्न्ड मनी बाय डूइंग स्टूपिड ब्लंडर्स. राइट? लास्ट थिंग दैट कम्स इन प्लेस फॉर अस इज एक्चुअली पेमेंट भी है आगे, बट पहले हम इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ों में इज सिलेक्टिंग योर स्कूल. सो राइट नाउ इफ यू सी, NMAT is accepted by multiple colleges. You have NMIMS, of course, that accepts NMAT. You also have other colleges in India and abroad as well. Like they have mentioned to you also that they have 49 colleges in India, 11 in South Africa, 8 in Philippines, 6 in Nigeria, 1 in Morocco. If you are looking for studying abroad, you will look at these options. If not, हमारे पास 49 India के options है. ठीक है? Your school preferences में you have to add. You will add 5 preferences here. For 5 colleges, it is free of cost. After every 5th college, you choose a 6th or a 7th. An additional fee of 355 is going to be 354 rupees is going to be added. Okay, but important thing to keep in mind: you select the schools here. Your score will go on to the schools. Does not mean you have applied to the college. For each and every college, you will have to go to the college website and fill the form as well. It's a 2-step process, not one. First exam form, then college form. Make sure you do both of them. If any particular college which you want me to give you guidelines how to fill the form, like NMIMS and all of them, I can help you out. ठीक है? School preferences में some colleges, some programs are specifically only for women. सो वो चेक कर लेना कि अगर आपका जेंडर आपने फीमेल डाला है तो आपको दिखेगा. सो यू विल बी हैविंग दोज एक्सेस. लाइक SPJain हैज़ 2 programs now which accept NMAT, GMP and the women's program. So accordingly choose and make sure you're eligible for it. ठीक है? Don't apply for the heck of it. थोड़ा सा research कर लो about all the colleges, check out some YouTube videos, see what and how it is being done, what are the last year's cut-offs, get a fair idea and then select your schools. Alright? Once you are done with that, this is a quick survey about some additional information which you need to know. Where did you come to know about the NMAT by GMAT exam? Feel free to write anything which you have honest. You've done it from coaching centers, YouTube channels, anywhere. Whatever it is, just fill that up. This is a survey for them to understand. Your current background. When do you wish to start management programs? All of you wish to start management program in 2023. NMAT is acceptable for only 1 year. Unless certain colleges which they allow for 2 years. ठीक है? For now, go ahead with the option of 2023. So that's going to be month June 2023. Any other exams that you are planning to take? Please give an honest answer. A lot of people tend to hide कि नहीं मैं तो सिर्फ NMAT दे रहा हूँ. Nobody wants to flatter themselves. Everyone knows that you give other exams. So be honest. Write down which other exams you're giving. If you have taken any of the other exams before, put that as well. Very important with respect to taking the exams before. A lot of students have asked these questions. Students who have given NMAT last year, same account you can use. Ideally, you should use the same account. आपका login ID, password same रहेगा. It will give you an option to edit, update. Because you will update your college information if you have finished graduation, your work ex information, because एक साल में कुछ तो फर्क आया होगा, right? So edit, update and submit that. Okay. Subjective questions to know how are you financing your MBA, where do you want to study, which countries. These are standard questions which come to everybody. I know some people were asking कि मुझे तो इंडिया के बाहर जाना ही नहीं है तो मुझे 3 countries क्यों पूछ रहे हैं. नहीं जाना है कोई बात नहीं, आप फर्स्ट इंडिया लिखो, सेकंड थर्ड दूसरी ऑप्शंस रख दो कि जस्ट इन केस अगर जाना हुआ तो, राइट? सो नो हार्म इन दैट. ठीक है? Once you're done with this, then we move into the last space where is going to be my declaration. This is essential and important. Please ensure that you read all the guidelines and understand the terms and conditions of the NMAT exam. Agree, put in your applicant name and date so that it shows that you are ready and you're going to sign it off. Once you've done and signed off on the declaration, then we go on to the last thing, which is going to be my payment. ठीक है? Payment के time पे you will have to punch in your details again. You have some additional products as an option at the end, which helps you to give NMAT के mock test. There's a free NMAT mock on NMAT official website. Definitely each one of you guys must take it. If you wish to take in more practice mocks, you have 20 mocks of CATKing. If you do not want those, you want to have limited ones, you can add the NMAT by GMAC official 2-3 mocks as well. Also, for your practice, you can add the NMAT official guide as well. These are good guidelines. See, people who make the exam, if they are making a mock test or a book, कुछ तो same lines पे होगा जो actual exam के है. So if money is not a concern, put in extra money and go ahead with it. ठीक है? Submit, make the payment and then you are done. But you are not completely done. Payment करने के बाद एक बहुत important चीज़, उसकी screenshot लेके रख लेना ताकि कभी कुछ glitch हो, I have proof when did I fill the form, timestamp, and the payment was done successfully. And after that is done, ensure you go and apply to each and every college which you wish to put in and submit your scores on their respective websites. And then you have your date. You don't have your date in hand. This is just filling the form. After you are done filling the form, $1 million question, slot कब book करना है? 24 hours के बाद आपको login पे book your slot की option available हो जाएगी. I'll do a separate video on how to book your slots as well. I've already done a video on when to take in the slots, so make sure you check that up. Any other concerns with your NMAT forms, your NMAT preparation, you feel that you want more clarity, drop in the comments and I will take that up for you guys. But make sure 2 things you're doing for sure. Everyday practice, and when you're practicing every day, practice with a timer so that we have mind में that speed concept in place always there. And second, take mock tests. The more mock tests you take, the more practice we get of giving the exams. Alright, I hope the video was helpful for all of you guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned and wish you guys all the best.